channel. So we'll be reacting to Thomas Sowell reacts and say why reparations will destroy Black Americas. Ew, reparation. Let's check it out.
Tom, reparations. We began by talking about disparate impact, the idea that discrimination is so deeply embedded in the American experience that it can take place even in the absence of an intention to discriminate. So this argument, which is that there's some basic flaw or sin that's still with us, comes up in the case for reparations. Longish quotation, but it sets something up. But from Ta-Nehisi Coates in an article in The Atlantic entitled The Case for Reparations. White supremacy is not merely the work of hot-headed demagogues, but a force so fundamental to America that it is difficult to imagine the country without it. And so we must imagine a new country. Reparations is the price we must pay to see ourselves squarely. The wealth gap merely puts a number on something we feel but cannot say, that American prosperity was ill-gotten.
Wait, guys. But I thought black folks, yes, black folks, were given reparation in the US. But now, like, not even, it's not something of to be taught. But black folks were given reparation in the US, the welfare state. So look where that has gotten you all to. Where has it gotten you all? Where has it gotten you to? At what level, at what state has it gotten you to? I would like to know in the comment section.
Country. Reparations is the price we must pay to see ourselves squarely. The wealth gap merely puts a number on something we feel but cannot say, that American prosperity was ill-gotten and selective in its distribution. What I'm talking about is more than recompense for past injustices. What I'm talking about is a national reckoning that would lead to spiritual renewal. Close quote. And Tom Sowell makes what of that?
Well, it tells me that I've made the right decision not to read the Atlantic for decades. Slavery is a very big subject. I have in my home an entire bookcase of books about slavery in various parts of the world, and various times of history. And the sad fact is that slavery has been a universal institution for thousands of years, as far back as you can trace human history. And what we're looking at
Guys, here, I will not blame someone that will come out and say, I have never owned a slave or owned a slave, and I will not. I don't even know how I want to even put the English, and it was right in my head. He said, like, I who have never owned a slave owe nothing to someone who was never a slave, and which is true. Like, I don't even know what you are demanding from something that you are demanding from you. You were not even part of it. You did not even know how it started. You don't even. Do you even know your history? Do you even know your ancestors? Do you know things that even happened back then?
Well, back and forth, and between and cross hauling, as they say in the railroads, because the number of whites, for example, who were enslaved in North Africa by the Barbary pirates exceeded the number of Africans enslaved in the United States and in the American colonies before that, put together. But nobody is going to North Africa to ask for reparations because nobody is going to be fool enough to give it to them. Here we have intellectuals who can imagine a different history from the rest of the world, even though it's so similar to the rest of the world.
Guys, you know one thing, the thing that is really shocking to me, people who were never slaves demanding compensation from people who never owned slaves. It's so funny. The worst about all these things is that some of those people demanding compensation had ancestors who were willingly participants, like who were participating in those slave trade. They even profited from it. Some of them said it was even the money that they made from slave trade that they used to even train their children. And others are just descendants of slaves and find themselves looped in with the slave owners by virtue of their skin color, like, which is just so annoying. The past is meant to be learned from and not to head on to as a weapon. Why are people using it as a weapon, which is not supposed to be so? Guys, if you really care so much about slavery, you really care so much about slavery, abi, then why do they not do nothing and say nothing about the people living as slaves today? Yes, there are some few people living as slaves today. Those ones that they kidnap, those ones that they use as sex, they make them to be sex workers and be sex magana. Many things. You guys are not talking about any of those ones, but it's something that happened ages ago. Some of you were not even born. Some of you don't even know anything about it. Just want you to learn from it, even to move on. You are demanding for reparation. Don't lack of service. You want reparation? Come to Africa. Come to Nigeria. It's not reparation. Come to this is just so fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, watch, and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.